So now while all that's transpiring on the far right hand side, we're going to slide over to my left flank where his general, this is his turn, so he's made his charges. His general's gone and attacked. Um, I've shot everything I had at his general, and I've brought his wyvern down to 2 wounds, I think. And I think in this fight I get one more, so it's really amazing. Every time I seem to be able to shoot and wound the wyvern. Um, the coin behind my big unit of mostly painted Glade Guard, he cast his Gork'll have you or something like that. So anytime I roll a 6, basically to do anything good for me, it counts as a 1. So I have this huge unit, and I couldn't even wound the general or his wyvern. Um, Needless to say, his wyvern and general make quick. They destroy my Glade Guard pretty fast and come charging into this Treekin. And originally I'm thinking, oh man, I'm thinking 6th edition rules. I'm thinking I stand no chance, and I want to charge in with my general and try to fight, and I just don't know what to do. Here's a little close up. I think this one came out really, really, really well. Unfortunately, I have a few unpainted models, and his war boss is not painted, but his war boss is phenomenal. I mean, the wyvern's just phenomenal. We talked about it, and we determined that I could fly over my guys, seeing this large target, and turn less than 90 degrees and charge. But thinking about it, I realized, hey, we're now in 8th edition, so the back rank's going to get to attack. So, um, but with these 8th edition rules, I'll get to attack back, and then being monstrous infantry, the back row will get 3 attacks as well. Now we did mess some stuff up, and we forgot about the stomp on both parts, and that might have made a bit of a difference. It might not have, but or at least for the first round we forgot about it. But then so thinking about 8th edition rules, I realized it was not advantageous for me to get my general in where he could declare a challenge, do all that stuff. So I pull everybody back, and he goes and he kills one of my Treekin. But that leaves me with a whole ton, absolute ton of attacks back. So I get 15 attacks back, and I think the first round I just put them all onto the character, which in retrospect was perhaps a mistake. The wyvern only had 1 attack, and we were attacking simultaneously, so I probably should have tried to focus it down. But I'm still feeling pretty good. Um, it's now my turn, and you can see I've moved my Warhawk Riders. I've flown them up and over. My Great Eagle you can no longer see. It's flown and tried to charge it. Of course it fails its charge. My Wild Riders are dead, and he's captured the banner. My Dryads have charged his character here, and that battle will go on for a little bit. And then in the middle, I've moved my Dryads. Free reform still rules, even if skirmishers aren't quite as cool as they were. And I move them so they end up just here at 8 inches, so he has to release his fanatics. He throws them out trying to hit me without hitting the forest, and that's as far as they go. So I'm thinking, excellent, they're right in the way. That's exactly what I hoped for, exactly what I planned. This bottom unit of boys, you've seen I've taken out most of the back rank. I've been shooting now everything I can that's not fighting the general, trying to take him down. Here's another look at the whole battlefield. Hattie's moving some stuff around back there. But I've really just kind of disappeared off of my whole right flank, which is great because he's moving up. He's got this massive unit trying to chase me around, and he can't get to me. So all the Wood Elf movement is not quite lost. I didn't play with any Glade Riders. I'm still trying to figure out what's best. And I'm just kind of playing around, but I've got all these. I think I've got a lot of archers here, and they're all just shooting at this unit of boys. I'm trying to wound them every time. I get so close to being able to cause panic, and it never quite happens. It's pretty funny. but I'm whittling him down and making him think twice. Um, so this is I believe this is the this is the second round of close combat. He's, I mean, his one guy is much more powerful, but he takes me out. Um, he's gotten me down to this many guys. I'm able to kill his wyvern, which is great. I still lose, but I'm within 12 inches of my battle standard bearer, and luckily I roll well enough to stay on my second attempt. So that was pretty fortunate on my part. Um, not gonna lie there. Um, so I'm really able to hold him up. I've got his general down to 1 wound, and things are looking pretty good. Here I bring my general back over. I'm not certain what to do. I'm kind of stuck with the spirit sword. It's a great thing, except if I don't have a big target to go after, the chance of rolling my leadership versus his plus d6 on either side, I mean, I could kill my own guy far too easily. So I'm not really happy with this build. Um, I like having the 4+ ward save. I can fly him around, bolster my units really well, but he doesn't actually do anything except add his leadership. Very beneficial, but I gotta find a better use. So looking up here, farther up in the screen, his Fanatic's gone through this unit of boys. The Night Goblins have moved forward, so on my turn, this is the end of turn 2, I charge him, and I'm thinking, heck, with I might not be able to win, but I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage. He's out of range, so he fails his fear. He's attacking me on weapon skill 1, and then he rolls for his nets, and he catches himself, so he's at -1 strength. So I'm able to do a lot of attacks, and he can't really attack back. Or he's not going to be able to really wound me. He may win combat, but I may win combat, but it's going to be close. And so for 8 Dryads, I think that's great. I'm trying to focus down his caster. Now we switch over to my right flank, and we're still in this battle. He's moved his chariot and his boys up, and slowly he's been killing me, killing off my Dryads. We haven't remembered to roll fear every turn, so he's been wounding me, taking me down. And I'm not certain if it's his turn, but I eventually break him and catch him in combat. Here are my Warhawk Riders and my Great Eagle, who have charged the 2 war machines respectively. And if you have seen my last battle report or any of my other ones, I don't seem to do terribly well against war machines, and true to form, I kill a couple guys but stick around. Finally here, against a general, his general does a fair bit of wounds. I try to wound him back, and I think I end up killing him with the stomps. I wound him twice, and I think I might have even only wounded him once. He failed his armor save, failed his rerolled armor save, and then failed his ward save. His ward save was only a 6, but it took a lot. I finally took out his general. I still have this unit, which was a big point sink for me, alive, so I'm pretty happy. Here's a close-up of my Warhawk Riders and everybody. The Warhawk Riders took out 2 crew, and the Great Eagle took out 1, but neither win combat. It's pretty comical. And here is an overview of the board from the other side. It's now the end of the game. We only played through 3 turns, and we called it. It was taking us a bit because we're learning the rules, and it's taking us more time than we expected. But chances are I was going to come out pretty well. I'd probably be able to destroy that whole unit of boys on his right flank, definitely the whole unit of goblins, but we called it here. I'd taken out 3 of his characters, I got points for his general, and the wyvern was a lot. All he took out of mine was a unit of dryads, a unit of archers, and he got he got a standard bearer and my unit of wild riders. I also had his guys, but I beat him by exactly twice, and I got a victory out of this. It was an excellent game. Thanks for watching.